What's going on? It's Astronaut H, and this is the What More Do You Want Network. Now, in this video, I will be discussing the Milwaukee Bucks, and is it time to panic? Is it time for the Bucks to hit the panic button? And I say all of that because after last night's loss versus the Cleveland Cavaliers in a game which, you know, it was really back and forth. It was a heavyweight fight. We seen great shot making from all the stars involved, whether it was Donovan Mitchell, Damian Lillard, Giannis Antetokounmpo. We seen just great all-star play across the board, right? The Cavaliers ended up winning, of course, remaining undefeated on the season. But for this Milwaukee Bucks team, after beating the Philadelphia 76ers to start the season, they have lost games versus the Chicago Bulls, who they should be better than, the Brooklyn Nets, who they should be better than, the Boston Celtics. I said they were not going to win that game. A banged up Memphis Grizzlies team, and the Cleveland Cavaliers. If you are the Milwaukee Bucks front office and you look at where you were last year when you had Adrian Griffin coaching the team, and I'm not one to put the blame solely on Doc Rivers, right? This is not about Doc Rivers, because I believe Doc Rivers is a coach that is capable of getting, effort out of players. I don't know if I don't know what it is, right? Because I look at the team, and I'm gonna just use last night's box score for just reference, right? When you look at a Milwaukee Buck team where Giannis scores 34, has 9 assists, 16 points, goes 15 of 27 from the field, 4 of 7 from the free throw line, right? You look at Taurean Prince, who had 16 points, 6 rebounds, went 4 of 5 from 3, 6 of 7 from the field. You look at Damian Lillard, who had 41 points, 9 assists, 4 rebounds, 5 of 8 from the free throw line, and 10 of 15 from 3. He went 13 of 24 for the game. Bobby Portis had 10 and 8. Gary Trent Jr. did only score 3, and I believe Brook Lopez had 6 points and 6 rebounds. I don't know what it is. I don't know what's not clicking right now for them. And I know it's still early, but to quote Yogi Berra, it gets early late. For me, this Milwaukee Bucks team to trade for Damian Lillard and not get the most that they may have wanted in year one. You fast forward to this year, and this year is not starting out any better. Giannis made comments, about trades and things like that. And I'm not saying that's where they are. Because this Milwaukee Bucks team, now bear in mind, this isn't the same team that won the championship. They did have Drew Holiday. And a host of other players that helped piece together a championship roster, as well as, a Giannis Antetokounmpo playing at a very, very high level in that particular series when they did win the championship. You add Damian Lillard to Giannis to basically say to your star player, this is our way of wanting to compete for championships for a long time. This start of the season, or having this start of the season, isn't good. You don't want to be looking up to other teams in the conference. The good thing I can say about this particular start that the Bucks are having, if we want to shine a light on it, so to speak, is that let's look at the teams that's ahead of them, right? I don't think these teams will be there come, the latter stages of the season. So the Cavaliers are the number 1 seed in the East currently at 7-0. Then you have the Celtics at 6-1. Now, after that, it's pretty much everybody's having the same record. You have the Knicks at 3-2. You have the Heat at 3-2. You have the Bulls at 500 at 3-3. You have the Magic at 3-3. You have the Nets at 3-3. You have the Wizards at 2-3. You have the Hawks at 2-4. You have the Hornets at 2-4. The Pacers at 2-4. The Raptors at 2-5. And then you have the bottom tier of the conference, which is the 76ers, the Bucks, and the Pistons. Now, I don't think the Bucks, the Sixers, the Pacers will be anywhere near that bottom tier as the season tells along. Now, the Bucks have lost 5 straight. The Bucks have lost 5 games in a row. But I believe they can turn a corner if it's going to take a different approach. It's going to take a different approach. Now, is it going to take Giannis and Dame to score the way at the clip that they do? Yes, because Chris Middleton is still out. But their next few games are not easy. Let's just call it what it is, right? Their next few games are not easy. Now, they do play the Cavaliers again on Monday. They have a game versus the Jazz. Then they play the Knicks, which is not going to be easy. And then they bounce back and play the Celtics. I mean, it's not a gauntlet, but if you can get through the Bucks, now granted, if you can get through the Cavalier game, now the Cavs played great in that game. Donovan Mitchell played extraordinary. But if you can get to the Jazz, who we know are a punching bag right now, it's going to be tough versus the Knicks. It's going to be extremely tough versus the Boston Celtics. But then it gets a little easier. You play even though I always say there are no easy games in the NBA, but you do go against the Raptors, Pistons, Hornets. I mean, granted, you could if you can get to, let's say 5-8, maybe 5-8 before the turn you get around Thanksgiving, because as you look at the calendar, it doesn't get any easier. But what I will say is it's winnable games if you are the Milwaukee Bucks. It's going to take them to get healthy, and I mean Chris Middleton, because they're going to need that third scorer. It just can't be Dame and Giannis every single night. Brook Lopez is hit or miss, but it's going to take an all hands on deck approach, because I know what Milwaukee Bucks fans are probably thinking at this present moment. When are we going to turn the corner? When are we going to turn the corner as far as starting to win games? Because losing 5 straight is extremely tough. And in today's NBA, it's going to be cause for panic. I know they're not going to fire Doc Rivers, because they literally fired Adrian Griffin a year ago. So I know they're not going to move on from Doc this soon. But Giannis is making certain comments. So when your star is making certain comments, that's going to be cause for concern. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Milwaukee Bucks fans, NBA fans, basketball fans, or if this is your first time tuning into this channel, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can know anytime a video is being uploaded to this channel. It's Astronaut H. This is the What More Do You Want Network, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.